Guys, I'm gonna be completely honest. I am afraid that I am gonna get the memory warning pretty soon. At the moment, we have a lot of stuff built, but it's nothing close to what we're gonna have built by the end of this video, because in today's video, we are doing a bunch of different upgrades around this place. If you're not caught up on the series, first off, welcome to the series. This is a daily series where I'm uploading Lego Fortnite Expert Mode, and I am in my 100% safe grasslands base. And taking a look around this place, it looks amazing so far, in my opinion. We have these two balcony sections that overlook the middle where all of our workstations are. We have our kitchen off to the side. We have our nice fixture that has our trophies that we got last episode. Speaking of which, I'm a big fan of this whole display we got going on. And by the way, if you aren't using code Kaz, use code Kaz. If you use code Kaz, I'll give you cheese. So yeah, use code Kaz. Anyway, I haven't even shown you the largest part of this build yet, and that has to be this tunnel that we're currently standing in from one side of this base to the other. If I just ping the floor at the end of the tunnel and I go all the way to the other side where I have an identical tunnel, you'll see that between the two wings, this village spans over 130 meters. All of that goes to say, like I mentioned earlier, I'm afraid we're gonna get the building warning soon. But that's not gonna stop us, because like I said, we are getting straight to work in this video upgrading our village. And the first thing I want to try doing is knocking out some staircases. I know that this might look weird right now, but just trust the process, because we are gonna try to cook here. Okay, and it is time for the big reveal. So you can see that the staircase beforehand kind of looked like it did over here, where, you know, it was a full staircase. But if you come over to the other side now, you can see that there are big upgrades, because you can walk up the staircase, but you can also walk under it. So taking you out this way, down the boardwalk and to the pier, you'll see that there is a nice dock section where you'll be able to fish. Obviously, nothing's designed yet, but I'll eventually have all of my fishing gear. I'll probably have multiple levels and things like that. But that's not the best part, because you can see behind us, we have a double boardwalk with wings that kind of span outwards, and we even have little cabanas slash huts. So let's just take you down this side, and what you'll see is that these are slanted builds. They're basically built at like a 30-degree angle. You might have seen a little bit of that during the time lapse. It took me a second to figure out how to build it, and this was basically the best we can do. There is a little gap, but whatever. It is completely symmetrical, so what you see on this side is the same exact build that you'll see on this side, which I thought was very cool. But anyway, walking down, you can see that, like I said, we have two fully built out custom cabanas with nothing inside yet. But the coolest part about this entire little house is that, as you can see on the top right, this is within the parameters of our village. So if I pull out a build and I walk a little bit this way, you'll see that I am standing at the village line. I don't know, it's very hard to see right now during the daytime, but if I walk out, you'll see that the village goes away. And if I cross this line right here, the village comes back. The reason that that's important is because these aren't just random cabanas that I built for no reason. What I'm doing in these little tiny houses is I'm gonna come over and we're gonna start swapping out some of the beds, because our villagers are gonna be living in those cabanas. So let's go ahead and pick a lucky few to go ahead and start this out. And it looks like we're gonna take Fish Stick, Polar Peely, Lion Brand, and for now, the last one we'll take is Beef Boss. So let's carry these beds out. Let's get into the cabana and let's go ahead and put down a bed for each villager. And just like that, we got 4 villagers in their little sheds. I know these are tiny little houses, but you know, they walk into the village and they work all day. They only come out here to sleep, and you know, they're gonna get nice views. They're right over the water. I mean, they're basically living in paradise. And now that I'm looking around my storage, I'm realizing there is a huge problem, because it is pitch dark in here and the only light in this entire place is the one illuminating from our barn. That's not good. So what we need to do is we need to go over to the Star Wars island, because I need plastoids. I don't have any of those, and if I open up my lights, you can see that a lot of the cool lights, especially the colored ones, require plastoids. And like I said, yeah, I don't got any here. So let's go do that. The only thing I need to do before we go on our adventure is go ahead and make a new sword. And I don't even have any rubies to triple enchant my sword, which is not good. But I did just remember the fact that you can actually come over to a village that you've upgraded, and if you remove the village, it should, yep, it does. It gives you every single thing back, which is kind of crazy. As you can see, we have all of our resources back from that upgrade path, and there's even some sitting on the floor still. So let's get these all all transferred back, and we should be good on rubies now. So we just went ahead and we got ourselves a new triple damage sword. And I know that this ain't a bad problem to have, but as I deposit everything back from that village, I am cooked because I have no room in any of my storage. As you can see, everything is filled to the brim. I can't put any more food in my chest. I can't really do anything. I need to make a new storage room soon. That'll be in a future episode, but if you guys have any suggestions on where I could put a storage room, let me know. I've obviously built my code Kaz sign on one side. I have my restaurant on the other side, and then I have the barn. So I could put storage here, but I also could build it somewhere outside of this village because then I wouldn't get as much lag. But I don't know. You guys let me know if you have any opinions on that. And it is finally time to get on to our next adventure. So the Star Wars cave is straight ahead. It's actually very close, so I'll head there now, but we're going to be doing some grinding. I need plastoids, but I also might do some other stuff. We'll have to wait and see. For now, let's just get over there. And we have made it. Last time I tried to get plastoids in Star Wars Island, I did go over there and I kind of just completely farmed that pre-built village. Today, though, we're going with a different strategy. And we have arrived here to our rebel outpost. It's level 1. I don't even know if I've ever been here before, but today's the day. To begin this village, I just need 5 pumpkins, which is very simple. It looks like we also need to clear out this area right here. And after a little bit of grinding and resource management, we went ahead and we got everything we need to upgrade our village for the first time. Next, we need to put down the new crafting bench, which can no longer be upgraded, by the way. We'll upgrade level 3 as well. Now, I'm pretty sure if I talk to Captain Bravara after a certain level, she'll give me a lightsaber, but it looks like for now, she just gave me some plastoids. That's nice. Like I mentioned, there is a reason we're here, and it is for plastoids. So let's get over to our first cave, because that's probably where we're actually going to get some plastoids. And it says it requires code clearance. Oh, no. Okay, I do have some dynamite for this exact reason. I only brought 2 with me, though, so this has to work. Please work. Please work. Bang. It didn't do anything. One more time. Yeah. Nope. Okay, that doesn't work. All right, well, to be honest with you, I've been putting off upgrading our Star Wars base, so I guess I just actually have to now. I should get code clearance pretty soon to get inside of that cave. I just probably have to do a few more upgrades, so let's get to it. Okay, and we upgraded this all the way to level 6, which is, I think, where we are gonna get something, and I don't know. Oh, there it is. I actually wasn't sure if we were gonna get it, but we did, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first lightsaber. Oh, and it's burning. Okay, let's not throw it away. Okay, and with our lightsaber, we also finally have code clearance, which is exactly what we needed. Like I mentioned, I want a lot of plastoids for my main village, and this is where we're gonna get them. So I have my sword. I'm gonna use this over the lightsaber because I do think it's better. Let's get to work. Oh my gosh. Dude, I just killed the AWR trooper and I only had a heart left. That was terrifying. Okay, we did it though. I will say that that was an absolute grind as well. Way harder than it was the first time around in my normal survival world. But the reward at the end is definitely worth it. Because ladies and gentlemen, not only did we get 1 lightsaber in this video, we got 2. I have a green one and I also have this blue one, neither of which I've used, but I'm still looking for a red one. Regardless of any of that though, we were looking for plastoids, and as you can see, we have 316, which is absolutely more than enough. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Anyway, it was nice to finally get started on our Star Wars village, but we have to go back home because, like I said, I just wanted the plastoids today, and I had to wait a very long time for this to happen, but it's finally dark outside. That means it's the perfect time to go ahead and start adding lights to this place, and I'm thinking I want to do a lot of these kind of lights. Another light that I'm a big fan of is this purple one. It just gives off such a cool color, and I love that. And then, of course, we cannot forget the ones that require plastoids to make, so these 2 lights right here, and of course, these smaller versions of these as well. So these are the lights that I'm probably going to use most. Nothing is set in stone yet, but I just know I need to light this place up heavily. So we'll stand up here and take one last look at it while it's dark, and I will see you guys in this exact same spot once it's lit up. And this is the final product for now. I might add more lights later or take some out, but let's do a quick flyover and I'll take you on a tour around the entire place. So as you fly down here, you'll see that it is much more lit up and there's lights on every single corner. We got these purple ones here. We got red ones all throughout the walkways. As you can see inside of here, we have some dome lights. If I take you down out through the tunnel, you'll see that this tunnel is lined with red lamps that are actually placed sideways because this entire build is sideways. Going to the direct opposite side, you'll see that this tunnel is purple. Same thing, there's sideways lights. Stacey is well asleep inside of his barn, but when he goes out, he's gonna be greeted by some purple lights as well. I really like the purple ones, kind of like I mentioned already. And then stepping up to the code Kaz sign, we put some lights on a sideways angle, kind of facing the billboard. I don't know, I might put the lights further out this way because it doesn't hit the entire thing, just kind of the bottom. That's why I added some dome lights on top as well. And that's basically it for the main corridor. Up here in these hallways, we have these nice red and blue accent lights, but nothing too special. And then of course, coming out this way, this is not done yet. We need to make this a full-on fishing dock, so we're gonna do that in the coming episodes. But the last thing I wanted to show off are our little huts that we have for our villagers. And as you can see, this one has a red light inside, and then this one has a purple light inside, and same thing on the other side. You can see the splash of color, and I really like that. But it is daytime, which means the tour is over. You know, these lights will really only be visible at night, but it is a big upgrade because recording in this village at night has been a nightmare up until this point. So I'm excited to finally have lights all around this place. And yeah, just a quick grindy episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tomorrow's episode is going to be absolutely insane, so you got to stay tuned. It'll definitely be longer as well. Subscribe if you're new. Use code Kaz in the item shop, and I will catch y'all in tomorrow's video. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end of this one. Peace.